Good evening, softball fans, and welcome to Mason High School, where we're having this softball battle between the Oak Hills Highlanders and the Mason Comets. All of this taking place on the new turf infield here at Mason High School. My name is Dave Buffenbarger, and I'll be with Eric Bishop tonight. And Eric, it's great to be back here. This is our first game this year. This is the Comets' first home game this year, the first GMC conference game this year between two of the candidates, I think, to win the conference. So it'll be a big game. Eric, welcome, and what do you got for me?
This is just absolutely huge. I mean, first of all, we got to talk about this turf. This is the first game ever played on this turf here at Mason High School. You know, it's going to be a huge difference for a lot of these teams who don't normally play on turf. The ball skips on it. It makes crazy hops. The bunts are different. Sliding is different. Everything is different on these things. So it's going to be an interesting thing to watch the rest of the season.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll come back to that, but here we go with the first pitch.
Leading off for the Highlanders, Nikki Bodie looks at ball one.
Nikki Bodie, a first-team all-conference player from last year. She has a sister that'll be batting third in the lineup, also a first-team all-conference player last year.
This one's hit to third and pretty easy out there.
Yeah, hard hit. That's a turf ball there that you can see, true hop. Up to Hallie Martin, who last year I know as a freshman played a great third base for the Comets, and getting started off with a great play to start the season on a hard hit ball by Bodie.
Kylie Lockwood, the next batter for the Highlanders, swings at strike one. Alicia Fox, the sophomore, on the mound for the Comets. This is her third start of the season. Comets are 1-2 coming into this game, and that ball is going to be fouled off.
Yeah, Eric, we have two of the leading pitchers from the conference last year. Avery Gottlieb, two-time pitcher of the year, and then Alicia Fox, as a freshman last year, was also first team. Had a great season last year on the mound for the Comets. So two good pitchers going at each other tonight in the first conference game.
This one gets away from her a little outside there for ball one. So we got 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count to Lockwood. Top of the first inning.
Comets playing straight up here early in the game.
And an easy hit to second base. Easy play for Addie McBrayer for the Comets. And number 2 batter is retired. That's going to bring up the number 3 hitter, Addie Bodie.
Yeah, again, Bodie, first team all-conference last year. Great player. Her and her sister were in the Hawks organization, and now I believe they are with the Miami Valley Express organization, finishing out their last year as a travel ball. I think they've already made a name for themselves.
Oh, line drive right up over the shortstop's head out to left field for the first hit of the game.
Good hit by Abby Bodie. I wonder if Abby and her sister go at it after the game about who had more hits.
I'm sure they do. Avery Gottlieb steps in here.
Yeah, Avery Gottlieb, 2-time pitcher of the year, and I'm seeing her up here for the first time. Wow, she looks like she's in shape and ready to go for this senior season of hers. She's, I noticed she's leading the Oak Hills Highlanders in hitting, and obviously she's the leader on the mound.
32 strikeouts in 3 games for Gottlieb. Oh, nice! Izzy Ferrer with the gun all the way down to second base, gets them on the steal. Highlanders caught trying to grab one.
Eric, the thing I noticed there is, you know, that maybe not the strongest arm from Izzy there behind the plate, but she was quick and put it on target.
Absolutely great throw. So at the end of the first half of the inning, the Highlanders are unable to score with only 1 hit. So here we go.
All right, we're back here headed to the bottom of the first. Comets come to the plate. As mentioned earlier, Avery Gottlieb on the mound, the two-time pitcher of the year. I've been repetitive with that. That's an impressive thing to do in the GMC. She's out on the mound. First GMC conference game. I think Oak Hills has actually played one conference game where they've beaten Lakota West, and Avery Gottlieb got that win. But they're definitely going to bring her against the Comets and all the premier teams in the league. I would say Oak Hills and Mason are certainly two teams that will be competing for the title. Have to dig in some of the other teams. The perennial powers over the years have been Mason, Lakota East, Lakota West, and now last year Oak Hills has always been good, but they came up last year and are competing to the title. So there's
here we're going to watch that last out of the inning. That's slide down, just not entirely. The ball just got there. Look at this. It's coming through. Applies the tag right there. Nice play. So Gottlieb's going to be pitching with Kylie Lockwood behind the dish this whole game. Sam Pennington to lead off for the Comets. The left-hander shows bunt, holds off for ball one.
Eric, this is classic Mason here. We have left-handed slapper, and left-handed slapper to start off the order 1, 2, 3. Does that sound familiar to you over the years?
Absolutely. It's just a function of the girls that are coming through the program, but we always seem to have just a ton of bunter slappers with tons of speed. So Leanne Muff, she just plays what she's got, and she's done a great job over the years.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to some of the names that we've had just recently. You had Sydney Carter and Tori O'Brien, who we both know. Excellent slapper.
Butler and OU products here.
Yeah, and then we'll go back to when our daughters played, and we had, we had Olivia Popovich was always our favorite since we know the family well. And
this one's popped up right to the third baseman.
But we had Jill Aquila, and I'm trying to think back. Abby Mullins. They had some good ones.
Over the years, there's just been so many of them. So 1 out. Sam Pennington retired. It was just a little pop-up there, easy play for the third baseman, Madeline Erskine. So Addie McBrayer steps in, again, left-handed bunter slapper.
Seeing Addie come up the bat here. Mason is a young team. We have a contrast in, I guess, age here. We have a bunch of seniors for Oak Hills, and we have a much younger team, 4 sophomores, I believe, starting for the Comets.
Oak Hills features 9 seniors to the Comets 2.
Yeah.
That is a huge, huge difference in age, maturity, experience, size, speed, you name it. I mean, so much changes over the years, and not all these girls are playing travel ball, of course, but in their there's another one popped up. Oh, the ball is dropped. Lockwood's not able to get it. I mean, she makes the diving attempt, but that's going to go down as a hit. There's no error on that one, no possible way. I mean, that was a really tough ball.
Yeah, Eric, 8 freshmen or sophomores on the Mason varsity Comet. Then you have 1, 3 juniors and 2 seniors, as you mentioned. Interesting. Comets, with the players they have, the young players, they should be solid here for a number of years. Again, Oak Hills, I'm sure they have some people waiting in the wings to step up and replace the seniors.
Annabelle Geiser steps in for the Comets, looks at strike 1. Caught the river on the outside. Geiser didn't like it.
Well, we have a good umpire behind the plate. Kim Johnson does college games. He's done some of my daughter's games up in the Horizon League. He's been around, knows the stuff. The one thing, people may not like the zone, but his zone is consistent.
Absolutely.
No question about it.
I've seen him at the college level a bunch of times. He's incredible.
Yeah, you've had him with your daughter over in Miami too. Yeah, no doubt.
0-2 to count to Geiser. Runner on first. 1 out. Ball's outside.
Yeah, so I was talking to the pitching coach where Avery Gottlieb takes lessons, and he's talking about her pinpoint accuracy. He's talking about her speeds up. She has some wicked pitches. He was very high on Avery and her pitching, and I guess the focus that she has on her senior year here. So she's obviously done well. She's worked to get in tremendous shape, it looks like, and we should see big things out of Avery Gottlieb here this season.
Yeah. High and inside ball on that last pitch gets away from Lockwood, allows McBrayer to advance to second. So now we got a runner on second, 2 balls and 2 strikes with just 1 out. And Lockwood and Gottlieb want to talk about this, talk about what we're going to do here, how we're going to pitch this.
Coach Muff talking to Anna B about what they're going to do here. I could see Mason in a manufacturing a run situation here. You have speed on second, speed at the plate. Let's see what happens.
Again, bunting on this turf, slapping on this turf. It's going to take a little bit different bounce. That one's outside, full count.
So I'm at a little bit of an angle. Our announcer here in the press box, David Metzger, doing a great job. Probably had a better view on that strike than I did. It did look a little outside from my angle.
The question is, what was the angle on the umpire? He said strike, it's a strike.
That's right.
That when the ball's hit, it's going to easy play to first, but the runner's going to advance.
This. Okay, that's an aggressive throw by the first baseman there.
Low ball, that thing skips off the turf. Interesting things can happen. Anyway, she does her job, gets the runner to advance from second to third. That's going to give us a chance to for Ellie Offner, the right-hander, to step in and get this RBI with 2 outs. So bottom of the first.
Ellie's been a good hitter over the last few years. I remember when she came in as a freshman, I was coaching the indoor team up at Sinclair, and she hit the ball really well and just has a good attitude, and she's one of those kids that always seem happy. So I'm sure she is happy to be in this situation, would love to drive in the first run for the Comets in the GMC this year.
Well, this is Ellie's senior year, so of course, you know, she wants to produce for this team, be a leader. Looks at ball pretty well inside. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count to Ellie Offner.
Well, Eric, as the father of a pitcher, I think that's Avery Gottlieb saying, that's my plate, you need to back up. Ooh. See what she did there, backed her off and then went on the outside corner. That's the kind of accuracy that her pitching coach was talking about. Move her off the plate, hit the outside corner, down and out. That's a good pitch.
She painted that perfectly. Offner didn't like it, but now she's looking at 2 strikes here. And of course, you're going to see an outside 1 waste pitch, other 1 ball, 2 strikes. So runner on third. Big opportunity here for the Comets to scratch out the opening run of the game, take an early lead against the Highlanders.
Wind's blowing in a little bit tonight, so the defense, to me, the outfield is playing a little bit shallow for a hitter like Offner, but I think with the wind blowing in against a pitcher like Gottlieb, I can understand that. Pinch the field on the Comets, make it tough for them to get a hit and score a run. That's the strategy, right?
Good hitting there by Offner to foul that one off. Too close to let it go. And she swings at that one, a little high, a rise ball, gets her up top, and Comets unable to get the run in here in the bottom of the first.
So pretty even first inning there. Each of them got a runner on.
Yeah, that one's way up in the zone there. You can see it on that one, you know, way up. But you got to swing at that. You get two strikes on you. You got to protect. So at the end of 1, the Comets 0, Oak Hills Highlanders 0.
When I first saw Turtle, my heart was full. Now anything but lonely.
We had this like deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet,
We discover
they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
love.
All right, as we go here at the top of the 2nd inning, Oak Hills. So, oh boy, that one's high to center field. Nice catch. Yeah, Gottlieb stepped in. Remember, she was at the plate when the inning ended last time on that stolen base attempt where the Comets were able to get the runner on second. So Gottlieb steps in there in her first pitch. She cracks out pretty high ball, pretty easy out to center field, and there's 1 down here at the top of the 2nd inning.
Yeah, coming into this game, Avery was batting .556.
Oh, nice catch. She makes the catch. That's incredible. Vic lasers one out into left field, but An amazing diving catch by Sam Pennington out in left field. She was right on that. I'd love to watch that one again. Here we go. Laser out there. This thing's looking like it's going to drop, but Pennington right there with a nice diving catch. Shows the ball. Great play.
That's a good catch for the senior Pennington outfielder. She was first team all-conference last year as an outfielder. I think they have the same outfield pretty much as they did last year, with Pennington holding down left field, Sander in center, and Geyser in right. But that was a great catch.
Sure was. Ferreira did a good job on that last one, getting in front of that ball and blocking it and stopping it. She's pretty mobile back there behind the plate, especially on this turf. That ball, you know, when it's coming in hot, 65 miles an hour or whatever, skips on that turf. That is a difference. It's going to tend to bounce, and this one's cracked out to right field.
Looks like she's tracked.
Oh, she wasn't able to get under it.
No.
Tracked a little bit wrong there, had her glove on it, but just wasn't able to get the.
Yeah, Sun's behind her, so I'm not sure. It could have been tough seeing come on, or you know, she's going back on the fence. The fence could have been a factor as well.
Yeah, guys are just misread that a little bit, and allows the error on that play is going to give her the let her allowed to get to second base here.
I'd have to say that was an error as well. Good hit,
like
well
she
hit ball,
offered.
but an error.
We're going to call that one a strike. She offered just enough on that one to get the strike. So Oak Hill's now threatening after that deep ball to right. Runner on second. Squares to bunt. That thing's off foul.
So
Julia Abbott here up to bat.
You can see it's interesting going to the bunt with 2 outs. Obviously, Jackie Cornelius-Bettel knows her team. A lot of softball knowledge there with her coaching staff as well. Jackie's been around for a while. She was a Hall of Famer at Oak Hills, 3-sport letter winner, and she was All Horizon League at Cleveland State as well as a catcher. So she knows what she's doing out there.
Swing and a miss to end the inning. That was both innings ended on that high rise ball. She got her up with a high cheese, so that's going to end the inning. The Highlanders can't convert off of that deep ball to right and runner on second. Here it is again. Catches her high and inside for the out, and
Great
that's
pitch.
it.
Great pitch by Alicia Fox. She's doing a great job out there today. Early in the season, still trying to figure some things out, but doing great so far.
And here we go, moving to the bottom of the second inning. The Comets up. No score so far. Both teams even with 1 hit apiece.
Eric, we have one of the former Mason stars, softball stars here, Megan Burke. She's coming up, college player. She's on the injured reserve right now, unfortunately, but great to see her. She was always one of those solid players, always did well, but she's also a great salesman. I've already told her when she graduates from college, I'm going to try to hire her, right? Didn't I say that, Megan? I said that when you were about 9th grade. So good to see Megan.
Leading off for the Comets, Alicia Fox. The pitcher looks at ball 1.
Interesting stat, Eric. Oak Hills has no home runs this year, and Mason has 2. I'm going to give you a guess of who might have hit those 2 home runs. There's the batter up here, Alicia Fox. That's who it is. She has the 2 home runs here. The pitcher has 2 home runs for the Comets. And talking to Coach Muff, she hit one about 250 on their trip down to Tennessee, and another one was a line drive laser out of the park. So I remember our younger team playing against Alicia when she was with the OFC Heat. She's back with them now, and she was a very good hitter. I remember that, a dangerous hitter. Don't make a mistake, she'll hit it. But Avery doesn't make many mistakes either, so we have a good battle here.
That one up and over the press box. She's battling here, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, it's great as a pitcher to be able to hit and get yourself out of some, erase some mistakes maybe if you made at the, on the mound.
Yes.
Oh, you're right. She nails it out to right field, but that's going to be an easy grab for the right fielder. And one down, so the leadoff batter for the Comets is retired. We'll get our first look at Hallie Martin.
Here we go. There's the replay of that last out. Right at her. Right fielder squares up. She did move a little bit at the end. There may be some, the wind may be affecting that ball out there. It's coming straight toward home plate, so maybe it's moving it from left to right out there in right field.
That one right down the middle for strike one to Martin. Yeah, now, it's been raining here quite a bit. Now, it's a gorgeous sunny day here now, but it's been raining a lot. Now, of course, it doesn't affect the infield with this turf. That one's fouled back. But out in the outfield, I didn't go out there, but it's possible there's some little squishy spots because from up here you can see, there's some brown spots and so forth. So maybe their footing ain't perfect. Not really sure. We'll have to check.
Eric, I noticed that Hallie Martin swung at a ball up and in on that last one, which is interesting. That I think, is a pitch that Gottlieb's using to back them off the plate, and Hallie Martin swung at it. So I think it was a ball one, but she's not going to give up the plate.
1 ball, 2 strikes. So you're ahead in the count like that. You're not going to give her anything right down the middle. And Gottlieb with great control. Puts the ball
that looked
outside.
like it was on the white line of the other batter's box there, I'd say, from here.
So
Megan, what do you think? Do you think that was a ball or a strike? We're going to ask the softball. Okay,
a little outside.
It's always good to get the softball player.
I concur. So a little pause here to tie the shoes. Now on this turf, all these players need to wear rubber cleats. All right, this one's just a quick little ground ball. The second baseman is a pretty easy play there, and Hallie Martin is retired to 2 outs now here in the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, you have that sister combination, Abby Bodie at second, Nikki Bodie playing short, but you saw how smooth Bodie was on that play, right at her. Quick flip over to one,
easy
to
play.
get the out.
So Joe Sander with our first at-bat of the day. Looks at strike one.
Center fielder, we're going to assume that she has speed. I seem to remember that from last year, so we have a right-hander here with some speed. Gottlieb, a lot of pitches working early in the count on the inside corner. There we go.
There's another one.
Yeah. So wicked screwball is what her pitch.
Well, that was it.
That looked like it right there. So she's working that inside corner. Comets will need to make note of that on their second trip.
But she's working all over the plate, inside, outside, up. No wonder she's got 32 strikeouts this year.
Yeah. Her speed looks good from up here, too. Sounds like it's popping the mitt down there.
Ooh, that one right inside. Sander didn't like it, but doesn't matter. That thing was wicked good.
Look good from here.
At the end of 3 innings now, no score. Pretty tight game here between the Highlanders and the Comets. We'll come back here in a minute and tee up the 3rd inning.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I'd say this, that we look at that call there, and I say that's consistent with the last strike that they called on the Comets in the last inning against Joe Sander.
Yeah, he's super consistent. I mean, it's really hard to say he's biased in any way. He calls it just like he sees it.
Yeah.
You know?
He's lined up over the right shoulder of the catcher so he can see the ball and not be blocked by the catcher, and he's given that corner there. Giving it to both teams. That's all you can ask for.
And gets away from Ferreira for it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count to Hansen, the right fielder.
So Eric, while this is the first GMC conference, Mason did something a little different this year. Went down to Tennessee and played some really good teams down there. They played a state champion out of Tennessee. Nice pitch.
Nice pitch.
There.
That was awesome.
And they played a state champion out of Alabama, and then another team. They went 1-2, so the record does not look great, but they played some tough competition. And the teams from Alabama and Tennessee had already played like 24, 25 games. So that's good experience, and you can see that obviously helped sharpen Alicia and the rest of the team to be ready for this game.
It was a beautiful pitch by Fox. They just showed it there on the replay.
Look at that change.
Look at that one. Beautiful, dropping right in. They're both pitchers with their stuff today. I love it. We're back to the top of the lineup now for the Highlanders. Nikki Bodie. And looks at the ball there. So 1-1 the count to Bodie, the leadoff hitter.
Hey, I always like starting out with the leadoff hitter with 2 outs. That's always something I always felt good about. You know, if you want, you can get a hit, maybe even 2, and you can work through that top of the order, presumably the toughest part of the order, with 2 outs on them.
Oh, there, line drive.
Exactly where she hit it last time.
That's exactly it. Yeah. So, yeah, 1 ball, 2 strikes to the senior, and she lasers one right over the third base bag, right out into left field. Beautiful hit. And well, we got 2 outs. We got speed on first.
Here's the hit again. You can see there, the last time she hit it right at Hallie Martin. Hallie Martin made the play. This time she moves it in a little closer to third base and hits it right over the base into left field for a single. Give Pennington credit for getting to that and coming up with the ball, too.
So Abby Bodie, the senior again, up here trying to move her sister around, who's standing on first base.
Ellie Offner.
And retires the side.
All right, well, Avery Blinn made a nice scoop there. Ellie Offner comes up with it, short arms a little bit, and Avery Blinn saves her at first place. I think Avery's one of those players that she's...
Here it is again.
Let's look at this.
Bouncer chopper, well, fielded by Offner. Good throw in there.
Here we go. Maybe we'll see the scoop from this angle. I like the director doing a great job here showing us the angle. Okay, so on the turf, that might look like an easy scoop. But when you're at first base and people are throwing it from that distance as hard as they can, it's not easy.
Yes.
Okay. All right. You have a great. Hey, umpire training for all of us critics who think we can do it better than they do. And believe me, I might be one of those guys, but I've seen people that are worse. Here's umpire training school. OHSAA.org/officiating. Go out there, get trained. We need umpires. It's important. So let's get people signed up, trained up, and put them out on the field. And all of us fans remember to be nice to them too.
You can't play without the umpires. Let's remember that. Let's be nice to them. And in fact, you know, maybe there's a lot of dads and parents out there who should probably take that training, maybe see what it's like coming up there. 'Cause some of them, I'm not real sure know what a ball and strike is, but all good, all good. So, all right, here we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Gottlieb on the mound for the Highlanders. This ball is kind of a little blooper there to second base, pretty easy out. And Avery Blinn unable to get that one past the second baseman, so for the first out of the inning. So now stepping up for their first appearance of the day is Aaliyah Hensley.
Lainey Hensley, her older sister, was up here when our girls were here, Eric, if you remember her.
I do.
So we got a little legacy player here.
Talent runs in the family. She squares a little bit to bunt there. I think she was looking at it, decided to pull it back. Ball 1.
So imagine that. We have another left-handed slapper here, 9 in the order. Shocking.
But Coach Muff has historically always liked to have, you know, something down in that 9 spot to someone who can kind of slap it, kind of move some around, do some jobs. Oh, that one's nice. But see that off the turf, it's going to roll pretty fast. It got to Gottlieb pretty quickly for the second out of the inning there.
And Gottlieb moved on it too. As soon as she saw the bunt, she was coming forward. The infield reacted. I mean, obviously, we've already talked about this. Oak Hills is a well-coached team. You got to hit the spot perfect to get those bunt singles like that.
Yeah, but the ball's not going to stop sometimes the way it does on the dirt. It's going to keep rolling. Even if you have backspin on it, the ball just kind of slides on the turf. So you got to adjust to the turf as a hitter and a pitcher. So now we go back to the leadoff batter here, Sam Pennington, the senior.
And here they are with the leadoff hitter with 2 outs, same as the Comets.
That was a defensive measure there. I think she
well, I can tell you what that was. That was a curveball started on the inside that she brought into her, and she committed to it. Pennington committed to it, and the ball broke in on her hands. She protected herself. So.
She did. This was a fortunate thing. It turned into a foul there. So squares on that one, doesn't like it. 2 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, so here she goes. Yeah. She's kind of like, well, nope.
Yeah. Hey, that's save my life mode right there.
Well, give credit to Gottlieb on that pitch, right? So, you know, she knows she's going to do it. She knows exactly what Pennington's going to do here. So, you know, that's a clever pitch to be throwing there. Now she's going to the outside. Yeah, she's been able to get that.
We've seen that. Okay, so on the right-hander, she's been setting them up with the screwball inside, I think even off the plate, busting their hands off, backing them off the plate, and then she goes outside with a curveball or another pitch. It looks like a curveball on most of them, breaking off, and then there she hit the curveball on the inside to the lefty and then went outside. So she's working them in and out.
Yep, she gets Pennington to chase the high one outside. Strike 3 for another strikeout for Gottlieb. So Comets unable to do any damage here in the 3rd inning. We're going to move to the 4th inning here in a minute with no score. We'll be back in just a minute.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Eric, what about this pitching here? We have Avery Gottlieb performing at a high level, Alicia Fox performing at a high level, and this is what I like about the GMC. When you get your top teams together, they're always battling like this, and I remember just over the years, great games between the top teams in the GMC.
What a great game to start the season. Two fantastic pitchers, both of them with their stuff here. Erskine takes the second ball here, so Madeline Erskine here to lead off here at the top of the 4th inning. No score. Oh shoot, Abby Bodie. Oh, as soon as I say that, I'm sorry, it was Abby. She cranks one out into left field. Off the wall, slides into second base, safe, double to lead off here in the top of the 4th inning.
So let's see how we work here. We talk about the good pitching, and we have that hit. Bodie's a good hitter. Mason has good hitters. They're both going to be in situations where they can score runs. So leadoff hit. Let's see how the sophomore Fox and the young Mason defense handles the situation.
Yeah, and it was my bad there, by the way. That was Abby Bodie on that one. She's going to bunt around, gets the ball in, but does her job on the sack there.
Eric, this is a good play by Blinn at first. So the ball's going toward the line, and she chooses to pick it up. The runner's right by her. She picks it up with the runner right by her and throws around the runner to McBrayer covering first base. Again, some people that haven't watched this softball might think that's an easy play. That's a very tough play, and we'll give Glenn credit for making that play.
So May Fink steps into the batter's box here with 1 out. Runner on third here, chance to move it around. So by the way, I did make a mistake earlier. That was Abby Bodie with that line shot out into to left field off the wall. So with 1 out, runner on third, strike.
Eric,
Nice
we can also
pitch.
go back and look at this. Avery Gottlieb, their top hitter, lays down a sac bunt to get the runner over to third with 1 out. I mean, that's great softball, great sacrifice, great teamwork by Oak Hills and their star pitcher hitter Avery Gottlieb. Good stuff. And then you bring up now their 5-hitter with the runner on. They have 5-6 with the runner on third, 1 out. This is Oak Hill's chance to score a run, and this is Mason's defense's chance to show how good they're going to be this year.
Oh, that one gets away. Front play to the plate, not in time. Ferreira went back, got the ball. First a little high, got past her. She came in, threw the ball back. Not sure she would have gotten her, but the ball was too high anyway. Slides right around, and the Highlanders score first.
Here's the pitch here, Eric. Okay, didn't see the pitch that started afterwards. Looked like it was up and out. So I'm going to guess.
Fox covers. Yep, she slides right in there, gets her hand in there. So there you go. Oak Hills takes the early lead. Well, not early. It's the middle of the game here, but takes the initial lead. Let's go. 2-2 the count. 1 out. This one's fouled back.
Yep. There we go. There we go.
There it is. Yeah, it went up and over the top of her glove.
Yeah. Hey, that happens sometimes. Pitchers working to make their best pitches in those situations, and you get a lot of adrenaline flowing, and you overthrow it like that. That happens. So we got 3-2 now, Eric.
3-2 the count to May Fink with 1 out. Pops this one foul to the third baseman. Pretty easy play. Allie Martin with a pretty easy play over there. It's one thing about a turf, like it's even surface, even though it looks like the turf it's just different color. So
yeah.
On your feet, you just slide right over. Sometimes, like with dirt, you catch that little lip on the grass or something, fall down. Another pop up here, and Ellie Offner right underneath that and retires the third batter of the inning, but not before the Highlanders are able to scratch out a run here in the top of the 4th. Highlanders go up 1-0.
Yeah, great game so far. That 1 run, we'll see if that holds up. Gottlieb definitely has the stuff to hold them. And in fact, Eric, I think last year these teams played twice. Oak Hills won the first game 1-0, and I believe Mason won the second game 1-0.
Yep.
We're going to check on that because we can do that while we're talking here at the same time. While we're up here, I had Mrs. O'Brien come in and tell us that her daughter, Tori O'Brien, who we referenced earlier as one of the great slappers at Mason, is leading Ohio University in hitting at this point in time. Is that correct, Mom? The whole MAC. Okay. See how I underestimate her? She's leading the MAC in hitting, not just Ohio University. So good for Tor.
All right, now let's watch that run again here. Just nips off the top of the glove. Ferreira not able to get over there. Plays at the plate, but look at that nice slide there. Beautiful job.
Okay, we talked about the seniors here, and that's what we have with Bodie there. Nikki Bodie there coming in. Senior.
Abby.
She broke. Was that Abby?
That was Abby.
Okay, Abby broke right when the ball went past her and made a great slide at home to avoid the tag, putting her hand out over the plate. That's just experience. I mean, she's worked on that over the years, I'm sure, at high school and on her travel teams. Good stuff.
Aaliyah Hensley, the number 9 runner slapper, looks at 2 balls.
This is back up to
Oh, I'm sorry.
McBrayer.
Yep, my bad. Addie McBrayer, my bad.
So Maddie plays for the Finesse team in the summer. Again, solid player, leading the team in hitting. I think if it was some crazy, let me look at this. She's batting 778 with an 800 on-base percentage. That's a good start for the season.
I'd say, yes.
Good work. I think this is a time that we could use some of that average here. Working against a great pitcher here. Get on base and set your team up.
Well, we've always said over the years, you know, these bunter slappers, if they are good at getting the ball down, they have that advantage, especially as fast as they are. They have that extra step. They can scoot down first base. A lot of times you can scratch out a run just in high school level.
I want to see her get on just to see what they do with the next hitter, Anna B. Geyser. Just see if they do. Oh, here we go. Okay, now here comes softball, folks. We have another bunter, slapper, speed person coming to the plate here in Anna B. Geyser. So I think it's going to be a bunt, and let's see how their defense handles it. Watch the third baseman, watch the first baseman, and see what happens.
Yeah, definitely a bunting situation. You're only down 1 run. You got speed on first base after that walk.
Well, the last bunt we saw went right back to Gottlieb. She fielded well. So you got third coming up.
Squares the bunt there, just like we called it.
Ball was up a little high. I always say trust your hands on those, and if you're going up, let it go. But it was close. See, I'm sure we'll be back at again with 1 strike, and I bet we see another high pitch out of Gottlieb here. Let's just watch it and see who reacts. Third baseman coming on the pitch.
So she didn't square to bunt there, which tells me she may be looking to slap it, which is fine. You know, slap, bunt, depending on what your flavor is, your preference.
I think she read that as a ball early is what I'm thinking. And she's bunting for a hit, too. It's not a sack bunt, as I would see it. She's looking to, you're right. She's looking to put the ball in play. Based on that one right there, she never even thought about it. I think she's looking for her pitch right now.
Third baseman's back, so.
Kylie Lockwood is catching for Oak Hills, and the Comets must know something about her because they have not yet sent McBrayer, who is a quick runner. Does that count right, 2 and 2? I thought we had 3 and 1, but I may have missed a pitch there.
This one's popped up to short. First baseman's gonna have to get back. Okay, yep, she gets there. Okay, so McBrayer does the right thing. Good job of base running. I think she read that one, understood that that thing was gonna get caught, and scooted back just in time. It's a good chance here for Ellie Offner to put one in.
Yeah, good hitter. Lockwood pops up quick, so again, the Comets must know something about her because they haven't tried to advance McBrayer yet. Let's see if that happens on this play. Good opportunity, got a good hitter up there. 4-5 coming up behind.
Gottlieb jams her.
Yep.
Smart pitch.
That's just good pitching right there.
It's a great pitch. What are you gonna do? I mean, she's been working all sides of the plate. And unfortunately, Offner just kind of turns on it and pops it up, and good play.
Yeah, the one thing you see about Gottlieb, and I think this is a sign of a good pitcher as well, is that you're not seeing any fastballs. I mean, these are all balls with movement: rise ball, screwball, curveball, all balls that would be as fast or faster than a straight fastball. But she's throwing it and they're moving, just like that one snapped off at the end there.
Alicia Fox, the batter, looks at strike one. Didn't like that one. Didn't pull the trigger.
Yeah, definitely a pitch for strike there. As a hitter with no strikes on you, you're not swinging at that one or that one there.
Gottlieb works that one low. Good eye, good eye.
I'd like to see Fox get a hit here. I mean, pitcher against pitcher. I'm sure Alicia looks up to Avery as a senior. She's a sophomore and respects her game, and this would be a good time for her to pull out a big hit.
There's that wicked screwball again. That thing, it's just dancing all over the place. I can't imagine trying to sit in there and hit that thing.
Well, we can try to guess here. I mean, that was an inside pitch. Let's see if Gottlieb goes back out on this one.
I say high cheese.
Catcher's
here,
lining up
prize
out.
ball. Yup.
Okay.
Oh, McBrayer with a nice.
There. She's there easy.
Good steal a second there. So we got an opportunity here with a runner on second. Look at this steal here. So ball's up. Catcher does a good job, gets the ball over there. It's just not in time. McBrayer's with too much speed. zips into second base. So now we got a runner in scoring position. We just need a hit here. Oh, she swings, fouls that one off. Got a little aggressive. That was high and inside.
Yeah, it didn't look like the pitch she wanted, but with 2 strikes, she's probably being safe.
Yeah. Good hitters sometimes will foul off those pitches, not a crappy pitch, but those pitches that aren't in their wheelhouse. This one's outside, full count.
So again, she went high and tight. Fox swung at it. She went low and out, and Fox watched ball 3. So we have a full count here with the runner on second.
It's a good opportunity for that rise ball again. She's been thrown it when she's got 2 strikes.
I think she'll bring it in too. Let's see where she puts it on the plate.
Jams it.
Jammed her up again inside.
And jammed her up, yep. So another easy out here. Gollop's doing a great job. She's not letting the Comets get solid hits. They're just kind of popping them around the infield. Again, that's what that rise ball does for you. You're hitting under it, you're popping it up, and that's what the pitchers, that's what they're looking for. So at the end of 4 innings, Highlanders 1, Comets 0. And we're back here at Mason High School for the top of the 5th inning. The Comets trail 1-0.
Eric, this game is going to be tight to the end. I love watching this stuff. We have some of the leaders in the league here. I was looking through some of the stats, and on batting average, I already mentioned Addie McBrayer. She's 3rd in the conference, 778. Home runs, Alicia is tied for 1st with 2. And got nobody here in the runs batted in. Earned run average, Avery Gottlieb, 0.39, 0.39. That's great. Wins, Avery Gottlieb 3. And strikeouts, Avery Gottlieb 32. Bunt, Fox. So I was talking to Coach Muff about that before the game, Eric. She's talking about how athletic Alicia is on the mound, and when it comes to fielding bunts and making the throw, very athletic, and she showed that there.
She sure did. Julia Abbott gets the bunt down, but Fox is able to scoop it in, get the out, so 1 down and gets the leadoff batter. Stepping up, Kaylee Hebert. And takes strike 1.
Pitch, dropped the change up on that outside corner.
Hangs in there. It's a beautiful pitch.
So Eric, I've been impressed with the defense here too. What was the one error that we had? The outfield catch, and that could have been the wind blowing, but that was the only error we have in this game. There haven't been many strikeouts, so we're putting the ball in play, and both teams are playing great defense.
Yeah, I mean, it's early in the season. Sometimes this is where you see, mistakes made and so forth. But so far, clean game pretty well for the most part.
Another thing I see out of Alicia here, and I know she's been working out some things here early in the season, but her speed looks pretty good from here too. I mean, her and Gottlieb both showing some good speed. I'm hearing the pop up here. They're both hitting spots.
Yeah, both of them throwing smoke. They're 2 GMC premier pitchers battling it out. I love it.
Yeah, I could see these 2 teams coming down to that last game they play each other, being for the conference. I don't know who else is out there or what everybody else has yet at this point, and that's probably to be determined. But these 2 teams will be in the mix with this pitching and this defense. They'll
play again on April 24th. This one Offner. See, this is another one of those pop-ups in the infield. Easy for the infielders to get. Offner right under that one for the second out of the inning. Yeah, these 2 play against each other on April 24th at Oak Hills. 5 o'clock at Rapid Run Middle School.
That would be toward the end of the year then.
Yep.
Without a doubt.
Next up, Gretchen Hansen for the Highlanders. Fouls off this first pitch.
So Eric, same thing. I talked about this last year on Friday, April 1st at Oak Hills. Oak Hills won 1-0. And then coming back on Friday, the 22nd, last year, Oak Hills, Mason at home beat them 1-0. So these 2 teams are definitely competitive when it comes to each other, and they're working the defense and the pitching hard.
Yeah, the outcome of this game just plain matters for GMC for sure, right? I mean,
Yeah, Oak Hill start off with a win against West already, so they're looking to go 2-0, and the Comets, as we mentioned, first game in the GMC, looking to go 1-0. I think both teams have what it takes to go a long way in the tournament too, because you see a lot of experience and solid defensive players and hitters on the Oak Hill side, along with a good pitcher. And then on the Comets, you see some younger players, but you see speed, great players, and another good pitcher there. So both of them come at it from a little different angle, but I can see both of these teams making a great run in the tournament.
Hits it, battled for the first few, fouled a bunch off, but gets that one. Drop ball, gets her, swings right over the top of it, and that retires the side for the Highlanders.
Great pitch there by Fox. I mean, if she's been working on some things to get herself together.
Drops right down, bottom falls right out of it.
She's got it figured out today, no doubt. Good for her.
Dave Bell firing up the girls here to go for the next inning. Here we go.
There we are, right above us. We're in that, we're there. If you're looking to the left, Eric's trying to wave at us here. But we're up in the press box there. Great facilities here at Mason. I've been around, added the turf this year, dugouts. What's that?
The baby.
Future, there's a future Comet right there. So that right there is actually Coach Muff's husband, Martin Muff. We're going to give him a shout out on here, and he's obviously hanging out with some grandchildren there, but future Comet. Anyway, great facilities all the way around, and even getting down to the dugout, if you saw the locker room down here in the stadium for the Comets. I mean, the facility is just, it's really unbelievable for a high school. They have a nice setup.
It's dog day here at Mason High School. It's Park at the Park day.
Park in the park.
All right, so stepping up to the plate to lead off the bottom of the 5th inning, Allie Martin cracks one foul.
So I know Martin had a good freshman season last year. Right now she's batting 200, so probably looking to get a few things figured out. Plus, remember, they played against some very good teams down in Tennessee. So the fact that McBrayer is at 778 and the fact that Martin at 200, 200 is not necessarily awful, as you would say, when you're talking about who they played against.
Oh, no.
And what McBrayer did was really good.
Oh, it's great. Leon Muff's philosophy is always, we're going to play the best from everywhere else. We're not afraid of anyone here at Mason. Mm-hmm. We're always going to play some of the best teams around. We're not trying to pad the schedule. We're out to get quality competition. The philosophy is that prepares you for the season, the GMC play, and it also prepares you for the postseason when you're going to see some of these same kinds of teams. So I think the philosophy's worked over the years. Mason's done a great job, and that one's fouled back here.
Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing, we respected when our daughters were here before then and then now after. Always a tough schedule. I challenge anybody to, here we go. Here comes the pitch. Boom. Eric caught that one. I didn't tell you that first.
That one's the rise ball's got too much rise on it.
Yeah, going back to that, it gets it ready for the tournament, and Mason has a ridiculous number of district championships in a row. So, and they get to the regionals, they've gone to the state. So that playing that tough schedule, definitely looked foul.
Yeah, that was
here.
foul.
Playing that tough schedule just gets you prepared for that. And a lot of teams, and Oak Hills is not one of them. They played Beaver Creek, who has a Michigan commit as a pitcher. So they're trying to do the same things, play tough teams. But when you're a good team and you play the lesser teams to, have a great record or build your stats, that bites you when it gets to tournament time, and that doesn't happen here at Mason. So anybody who wants to challenge me on that, you can challenge me. Go back and look at all the schedules and just see who the teams we played outside of conference and where they finished in their conference, and it's always high.
That last one was in for a ball. The Oak Hills fans didn't really agree with that one. I don't know what to make of it. All that matters is what the umpire called. This one's fouled back here.
Okay, so you might be able to see it behind the plate there, but just if you're looking just off to the left there behind there is the pitcher's dad, Jeremy Gottlieb. So he says that he doesn't say much to the ump, so it made me think about when you said that. He said he did more when he was coaching, but you see him there with his arm up on his cheek and the black hat and a black shirt. He's watching intensely and intently. So he's definitely into this.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how do it as a parrot of a pitcher. I couldn't do it. My daughter was an outfielder, so I never had to worry about that. Man, that's just too much stress and pressure. Watching your daughter pitch, oh my. Oh, this one's cranked out to right field, but it's foul.
Yeah, I was talking to Jeremy before the game, and I told him, I said, you're going to sit here, really? What I did when Ellie was pitching is always set off down the first base or the third base line so you can't have the angle of the plate.
Right.
Because out there, I don't care what anybody says, you can't tell inside or outside corner. And that way, it was like frustration prevention for me. I knew I couldn't call where it was, so I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't frustrate myself by sitting behind the plate. And I know the umpire, Kim, here, he's a great guy, and we joke about it all the time, but sometimes
Hallie Martin wins that battle. I'll tell you what, that was a great battle between pitcher and hitter. Foul him off. Ball goes 3-2. Here it is again, just down and inside. And we got a runner on first to lead off the bottom of the 5th inning here. Oak Hills wants to talk about it.
Well, we have sophomore Martin at first. I don't know anything about her speed. But I would say this is another bunting situation for Joe Sandra. We'll see what they do. If she has some speed, you may want to consider the steal too.
You consider the steal, you consider the bunt here. Jackie Cornelius getting her defense set, tell the girls what she wants her done, what she wants done, how we want to set up and play this. This is important, right? No outs, runner on first, set up the defense, set up the offense. This is high school softball. It's best right here.
Yep. Third baseman coming in again.
It hit her. It hit her outside the box. She is out. Yeah. It's unfortunate. That ball just popped right up, right into where she was running. Yeah. She got the ball down. Ball pops right up. That's just an unfortunate one. The runner has to go back to first base, does not advance. Here you can see it here. Ball goes down, and she starts running because she gets the ball down and just can't get out of the way. Oh, right there. And when it hits her outside of the box, that's the rule. The runner is out, and the runner on first is not able to advance. It's a dead ball right there. This one gets down. Okay, she does a good job of getting the sack bunt.
And they went back and covered third, too.
Yep.
I was curious about that. Third baseman got back and covered. I don't know if we can go back on that.
She gets it down.
That's that bunt.
Yep. Good job of getting it down, doing your job. Hey, when you're asked to bunt, you're asked to put the ball down. She got her job done, got the runner around. So now here's a chance for Aaliyah Hensley with a runner in scoring position here. We're down 1 run here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
At 2 outs and another runner in scoring
position. She's going to
position.
slap it down. The question is, can she get there? And she does not. Oh,
that was close.
Good play by Oak Hills. They were right there. Fires it. Close play. But I think she was probably definitely out there. And so, unfortunately, Comet's not able to do anything with that leadoff runner. Here it is again. Ball gets down, slaps, pops.
You know what? That's a good bunt. I'm impressed
Great
with
play.
Aaliyah Hensley. Sophomore. She didn't play varsity last year, but she's pretty fast there. Gets a nice bunt down. Going back to that bunt by Joe Sander, okay, the first bunt. I don't know if we can go back and show that or not. That would have been Joe Sander, the 7-hole hitter, number 5. But if we look at that bunt, I would say, putting my coaching hat on, that was up in the zone, and she went and lifted her bat up and popped it down and up. Therefore, it's right in front of her, and she's running and can't get out of the way. I think that when you're in that situation, you're just trying to sack a runner over, you have to wait for a strike. You got to pull that one back. It's just, we can go back and look at that later, but that's my thought.
Learning opportunities here, you know. I mean, but the ball's coming at you at 60-something miles an hour. I mean, you got a split second to make a decision. We'll give them both the benefit of the doubt. All right, so leading off here at the top of the 6th inning, Highlanders nursing a 1-0 lead, looking to expand on that here in the top of the 6th. Nikki Bodie, leadoff hitter. And here we're going to look at that one again. She's going to square it.
Let's see if I'm right.
Yep.
You see, it's up at her shoulders.
Up at her shoulders.
Chin, so
yeah.
That's just something. Sandra's a great player. I'm not criticizing her. I would just say as a coaching moment or looking at that would be something to put in as a note to remember for the future. Yeah. These are early games.
So Bodie, the senior, steps in to lead off the Highlanders. 1-1 count, no outs. This one smacked. Oh, Offner almost had that. Yeah. Line shot to the shortstop. Offner makes a great play, gets her glove on it, just can't get it. And the Highlanders with a leadoff single. There it is. Oh, there's no way that's an error. She did the best she could getting at it.
Oh,
great play, great diving.
She dove for that one.
Oh, yeah.
That's a hit all the way. Another bogey on first, again with nobody out. Remember last time that happened, Highlanders scratched a run. So let's see what they do here.
Kylie Lockwood. Yep, she offered, and that one's the strike. So no balls, one strike. Runner on first, so of course she's trying to get this bunt down. Move the runner over to second.
Interesting, you got a left-handed catcher up there slapping and bunting. You don't see that very often, but definitely respect that.
For sure. Fox selects for the rise ball there, which, you know, against the bunting, someone you know is bunting. Good choice.
Third baseman way up.
Oh, that one's going to get past Ferreira. That's going to allow the runner, Bodie, to advance to second.
Eric, okay, the first one was on Alicia Fox. That one was on the catcher right there. And the same thing happened. Remember, the runner got down to second due to a pass ball, and then they're going to bunt to third and have, again, the runner at third with one out. That's what you would expect to happen here.
Right, so, exactly. So we've got the third baseman up. We're going to bunt again. So she offers. And, is that a foul?
Yeah, foul ball. She picked it up in the box.
So, yeah, this is the play, right? You got no outs. Somehow bunt this one, sack her around, get a runner in third, and all you need is a hit to expand the lead. She chops the foul. 2-2 to count to Lockwood.
So for those that don't understand the slapping bunting, we see this. You know, she looked like she's bunting there, but that she has her hands together on the bat, and she's looking to slap the ball down. If she would have slid her hand up for a bunt with 2 strikes, that would have been out on a foul ball. But she's definitely slapping, just trying to put the ball in play to advance the runner from second to third.
Swings at that one, fouls it back. 2-2 count still.
And some umpires, very few, they don't get that right. That's not going to happen with Kim. That's a big out right there.
Huge, huge. Gets her to pop that one out. And Hallie Martin's able to squirm under it, get that out there in foul territory. Crucial first out.
Okay, so we have Abby Bodie here, and
yeah, she just pops it up. There she goes.
Let's see what happens here. We have Bodie at the plate, Bodie on second. That is a nice change up. I mean, you know what?
Drop right in there.
Maybe a little too middle for me, but that thing was deceptive for sure. That was Fox's strength last year. She was able to drop that change up in there for strikes, and when you can do that, that's a very effective pitch. Oh,
another beautiful one. Freezes Bodie there on that one. She's like, nope.
Yeah. Well, she had the change up on her mind. That pitch looked, again, a little bit down the middle to me, but great pitch. It had a little swerve on it at the end.
So she's going to go high and outside. That's a great look on an 0-2.
It was competitive, but it was a ball, right? I mean,
yeah.
Something she had to think about. Good pitch. Fox is doing her job.
Rise ball. Too much rise.
Yep. She's bringing it there, though. She's I like this intensity out there. Fox is working out there right now. You know what? And I'd see after that rise ball snapping off a changeup on the outside corner. Let's see what happens.
Ooh,
nope.
Beautiful pitch.
She just got her. She
Bodie.
went at her.
She went right at her. Oh, that was a great pitch.
Wow.
Good job by Fox there. That breaks 2 outs. And let's look how crucial that is. With 2 outs here. Now, of course, you got Gottlieb coming up here. So we got one more to get here. She just needs to get her a safe ground out or strike out, something that doesn't allow that run to score.
Looked like a good pitch there. I'm not sure if that was up maybe a little bit in the zone. But so look at the outfield. You got center field deep here. Wind kind of blowing to right. Nice change.
She's way ahead of that one. That was beautiful.
And then you have the left fielder backed up a little bit. Pennington was in a little closer, and she's now backed up. Probably a normal depth when I think center field's deep.
Center field's deep. We're giving Gottlieb respect here. She can hit the ball. That one just misses.
Wow.
Beautiful pitch by Fox here. 2 balls, 1 strike. We got 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Highlanders threatening again with a runner in scoring position on second base.
You know what? I honestly don't mind this right here. You know, Fox doesn't want to give anything right down the middle. She's just missing on those. I think some of them look pretty good, but she's just missing. And you got a base open down there.
You do.
You know?
Nice.
Okay, so that was on the outside corner.
Just painted the outside border, just barely. So now we got 3-2, 2 outs. To Gottlieb, the senior pitcher. Pitcher v. pitcher. Cranks one, and that's going to be it. That's going to be around in third. Play at the play. Ooh.
Nice job by Anna B. Geyser out in right field.
Nice. Way to get
Fielded
under.
on a hop in the grass and shot that thing in there. Good work.
Yeah, I was thinking when she put that out there, okay, here the runner's on second, and she's going to come around to score, but great play by Anna B. Gets that ball in time. Coach Cornelius holds up the runner at third. So now we got runners at first and third. Most likely going to get a pinch runner here.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what we're getting. So we're going to see Emma Messenger, the sophomore. Going to do a little run in for Gottlieb here.
Looks like they're debating that or something. I'm not sure what that's about. Okay. Kim's pointing up to us. Make sure we know that. That's a college thing because the people keep scoring there.
All right. So Mae Fink now, the batter, with runners first and third, fouls one off her shoulder. For strike one.
So Fink on the year batting .444, 4 RBI. So she's been in this position and knocked some runs in. So she got an opportunity here. Again, I guess they're looking, this one run's important, and they must, they already threw somebody out at second, so they're probably a little bit shy.
Fink, the senior, grounds to Ellie off there, and the Comets get the out. The run doesn't score, doesn't count, rather. And so Comets hold on a pretty dangerous position there. Hold the Highlanders to no runs. It's here we are, middle of the 6th inning. Highlanders 1, Comets 0.
So Eric, a couple big plays there. You think about the right fielder making that play. We'll cover this when they come back after the break.
And we're back.
All right, I'm going to pick up on that thought. We had 2 defensive plays that I thought were key there. One is in right field when Anna B. Geyser came up and kept the runner from scoring, fielded cleanly on one hop and made a good throw into the infield. Kept the runners at first and third. And then, honestly, Offner being clutch, ball hit right to her, she's moving, comes up, makes a good throw to first. You know, in the pressure situation, it's great to be clutch, and Ellie Offner was clutch at shortstop there. And great pitching by Alicia Fox as well.
All right, here we go. Bottom of the 6th inning. Comets need a run. We got our leadoff batter, Sam Pennington, up. This is the Comets' chance here to scratch one out, tie this thing up.
If I was Muff, I would have been saying, hey, we got 2 bats to their 1. We're advantaged there. Let's win this game.
And Pennington takes that strike there. So 1-1 the count to Pennington, the senior.
Pennington batting .300 on the year, .364 on base. Couple stolen bases. Couple runs scored.
Oh, she pops that one up. That one's going to be an easy play for the catcher.
All right, so Eric, not to be a broken record, but we're going to see this. I think this, obviously, Coach Muff and Coach Bell will be all over this. You know, on the bunts, we have to stay away from those high pitches.
She did, yeah. She pops this one up. Easy play for Lockwood. Pops it straight up. Wasn't even that difficult. Kept the mask on. And so Pennington goes down. So here's Addie McBrayer. McBrayer, the sophomore.
I should make sure I cover everybody. Coach Muff, Coach Bell, and Coach Meyer. 3 good coaches for the Comets.
They've coached this team with a lot of wins over the years. Was it 13 we said? Strike 2.
13 years, yeah. Muff's been here 13 years, and I'm not sure how many years Bell, and Bell was here a little longer than Coach Meyer.
I'm sorry, that was strike 1. So 1-1 the count here to McBrayer. second baseman in. And looks at the ball outside.
I'm looking down at Avery's dad's body language just to see what he thinks about that. He looked like he made a little tweak there, but he's clapping. He's all right.
Well, we know what it's like, man. It's nervous kids in there. You want them to do well, high and inside. 3 balls, 1 strike.
All right, 3-1. I think it's big to get McBrayer on here. I think they could advance her on a steal, too, and get us in a good situation to score. That's a ball.
That is definitely a ball, and the Comets have a runner aboard with some speed. 1 out, bottom of the 6th inning. Comets need runs.
All right, let's see what happens here, Eric.
So here's a question. I've been saying, you know, with 1 out, you got a bunter slapper, she's going to get the ball down. Just get the ball in play, move your runner around, and find a way to get to your senior, Ellie Offner. Be one of your best chances to get this run. She takes the steal, and she is there in time.
Yeah. I mean, as easy as she got there last time, that's not surprising at all. Now you got plenty of things to do.
Lockwood with the ball on target. I'm not sure she had a lot of smoke on it. But McBrayer had a great jump. Steals second, so now we got a runner in scoring position. Changes your philosophy at the plate a little bit. Swing away here if you want. Or you can get the ball down, move that runner over to third. Then all the Comets need is just that crucial hit.
According to the stat sheet, those are the first 2 stolen bases this year. I didn't see the pitch. I was looking at the stats.
Yeah, little outside pitch, and Geyser just pops it up. And Lockwood just didn't react fast enough. She finds it and then just can't get to it. She just didn't recognize where the ball was fast enough. It was playable ball. Like, she could have gotten it if she'd have recognized where it was, but you got that catcher's mask on. It's hard to see it. You got the sun in your eyes, you know. Okay, 0-2 to count. Geyser, runner on second. 1 out. Swinging away, yes!
Oh, boy, there's a hit. All right, left fielder makes her play.
Beautiful.
Okay, Anna B. Geyser's going to be stealing here, too. I would almost say, you know, you'd say with the situation, you want to watch this because you want to make sure you have a fly ball that scores the runner. But in this case, if they throw down, you're scoring Addie McBrayer because she's fast. And Anna B. Geyser's fast, too. So,
all right.
Speed on the bases.
So we love this situation. 1st and 3rd, 1 out. Okay. So now, of course, the Oak Hills wants to talk about this, figure out how they're going to set the defense. A steal, you let her have it. You try and play the short to the second baseman. Yeah, look at this. There's some hype right there. She got that clutch hit. Let's go. Let's go. Yes,
She's
sir.
Pumped up. I like it. As far as that question goes, Eric, you know, I would sit here and say I would probably, in this situation, come up with a play, not throw through, but come up with a play. You're either throwing to the cutoff or down to third, back to third.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that you have the arm at catcher. You have it at second and short with the Bodie sisters. But Addie McBrayer is very fast. I would not want to give up that run if I was Oak Hills.
No way. And just like we said, they threw it back to the pitcher and let her have it. So, I mean, that's
not surprising.
Yeah.
If they throw down, Addie McBrayer scoring.
She's scoring like
you have Avery Gottlieb on the mound, okay? You don't need to get the out down. Now, in the past, you know, with catchers like Brooke Rice, okay, you might be able to do something different, but I think they did the right thing there.
Offner with a big offer there, can't get it.
She was ahead of it. That might have been a changeup, Eric.
She was. She swung hard at that one.
We're getting notes from the ex-Comet players here that Eric and I are looking old. Okay,
maybe.
Okay, Lindsay Brewer.
Okay, that was up and in here. So, of course, with an 0-2 to Offner, she's not going to give her something she's easy to hit. She's definitely not throwing that one right down the pike. So, it's a crucial situation for the Comets. Runners on first and second. 1 out. Down 1 run. Bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Gets Offner. Good pitch by Gottlieb.
Yeah, Gottlieb's pitching through it. She knows what she got here. So here we go now. Look at this, Eric. 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th. You have the pitcher up. Okay, a base hit here could be it because you have the bottom of the order coming up. Alicia Fox can manage that, I think. So if Alicia gets a hit here,
they're going to put her on, of course.
There you go.
Which, like, why would you pitch to her? You got an open base on first base. That run, you know,
They
You
know.
get 2 outs.
They
So why not? Why pitch to Fox there? Why not pitch to Martin here? So we're going to get a pinch runner in for the pitcher Fox, courtesy runner.
Yep.
Number
Layla Strong.
4. Yep, Layla Strong is going to come in, do a little running.
So that must be the thing this year. They have to get it all documented and wait for them to say. There's Kim letting us know again. Let's just wave at him like, hey, thanks, Kim. We know it.
Acknowledged.
We're putting this in the scorebook up here, our mental scorebook.
Substitution acknowledged. Thank you, sir.
David Mexer, our scorekeeper up here, he's got it all down.
All right. This is the game we love here. I love these situations. Game's on the line.
It's be a big thing for the sophomore Martin here. You're going against a stud pitcher. You're a sophomore. She's a senior. I like that, being patient there. I think here with 0 or even 1 strike, you want to wait till you get your pitch. Don't let her hit you with something on the corner or something breaking off the plate.
Yeah.
She just did it.
Yeah.
She should have.
Take a deep breath, kid. You got this.
Sorry, I spoke that one into existence.
No.
All right, let's battle. Give credit to Gottlieb making the pitches the whole game.
Now this one's high and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike.
That was a little bit further off the plate, I think, than Gottlieb wanted. And the way she's been all night. So yeah, that was a
She
bad
knew she was
release.
throwing it away. Now this one's popped up. Easy play. Oh, that was close. Third baseman Gottlieb almost connected there.
I want to see that pitch again. I think, gosh, I didn't want to be too negative. Yeah, I think that was a ball. I think we had two swings at balls in that count.
So the Highlanders are able to make the play. Comets unable to take advantage of the situation, unfortunately, but we still have 3 outs to go in the bottom of the 7th. We're going to move here to the top of the 7th. The Highlanders clinging to a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, give credit, pitcher Avery Gottlieb throwing the pitches she needs to make. The defense made the plays they're supposed to make. Comets were getting runners on. Coaches walking batters. Everybody's doing the right things here. Great softball. So, Eric, we had Alicia, the 5-hitter, so 6, Hallie Martin. So we're going to have 7, 8, 9 coming up for the Comets. And if you look at that, all right,
Hey, yeah,
I'm going to catch up on that later, but right now we have, it looks like at least 3 camera operators out here, and thank them for all the hard work they do and coming out and sharing their time to make this game happen. And as always, thanks to ICRC-TV for coming out here and putting on a great production and allowing Mason Comet softball to be played on television. We appreciate their support over the years. We've done a lot of games here. Eric, you and I have done a lot of games for ICRC-TV, and they always make it happen, and we appreciate them coming out to Mason to get these games on the air.
Can't say enough. First class production here, first class everything. So Emery Fink here fouls off that leadoff pitch by Fox. Top of the 7th inning. Highlanders looking to add to their lead. Strike 2.
Yeah, Eric, we talked about this earlier, not to get too far off the softball path. We talked about new field out here, but we also talked about this new equipment we got from ICRC-TV.
We got turf.
It's a lot better.
Oh, big
Nice
swing and a miss.
pitch.
Caught her. That was a heck of a pitch. Fox drops that changeup. That dropper just right in there, right under the bat. Watch it here again. Swings and just nope. Yeah, not gonna be able to hit that one.
Great pitch. There haven't been a ton of strikeouts in this game, considering the level of which these 2 pitchers are pitching, but they're making pitches that are tough to hit. That's and nobody's getting solid contact. We've had a few hits.
There's just been a few hits, a few line drives here and there, but for the most part, it's not been a hit fest. Everything's been scratching. There's still only 1 run been scored in this game. A few runners left on base, but for the most part, pretty clean on both sides. Julia Abbott here, the batter, fouls off the first one. She's going to pop this one up, and there you go. That's excellent. Ferreira is able to get that one. She recognized that pretty quickly. Got right up under it. Good play here. So we moved to 2 outs here.
A little easier pop up there than the catcher had for Oak Hills, but you have to say Izzy Ferreira did her job popping up quickly, reacting and getting out under the ball.
That's
she
one of those.
solid.
Yeah, and if you watch it again, the batter kind of pulled her wrist back, which allows the ball to pop up. You got to kind of put it down and turn it, force it down. Abear, the batter here. And the 0-0 offer is a ball outside.
Change up off the plate.
And the rise ball misses as well. 2 balls, no strikes to Abear.
Okay, let's see what Fox does here.
Abear, one of the 9 seniors on this Oak Hills team. That's incredible.
That is incredible.
He's going to look at that one inside.
So this is the 9 hitter here. You're going to have Bodie on deck, right?
Yep.
No.
It's just strange that you get 9 seniors in a class. Right back to the pitcher, Fox. Good, easy play.
Yep.
All right. So the Comets retire the Highlanders, get them down 1-2-3. We move to the bottom of the 7th. This is the Comets' last chance. Down 1-0.
Yeah, right
nice
there.
play here.
I mean, she's been athletic on the plays back to her, just as Coach Muff said. That's good stuff. And pitcher needs to be able to react and make good throws. And that's again not easy to do. And Fox has looked good on the mound, not only pitching but with her defensive play. And here we are, 7 innings in the book for Oak Hills batting, and they have 1 run on 4 hits. So Alicia Fox has pitched a great game, and not saying that it's over. You know, it could go into extra innings here, but for her first 7 innings of this game, they did everything, or she did everything they could have asked of her. 1 run, 4 hits. We had the 1 tough error in the outfield for the Comets, and then Comets are, 0 runs on 2 hits. Oak Hills has no defensive errors in the game, so a really clean, defensive, true softball battle here.
Great competition, and both teams are going to learn something from this game. It's been super competitive, and hey, don't count the Comets out. Anything can happen. We've seen it happen so many times, that they just find a way to scratch one out. So Hallie Martin, I'm sorry, not Hallie Martin, Joe Sanders is going to lead off here. She's going to pop that one up right up over our heads here in the press box. 0-1.
Joe's batting .444 on the season, so 500 on base percentage. Somebody can get on base, so Gottlieb, see if they can put some pressure on Gottlieb here in the last inning. Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. All right. Well, so Joe Sanders, the junior, looks at strike 2 here. We need runners. Find a way. Gottlieb's not going to give her anything to hit here. Yeah, drops it up. Good pitch.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it was a strike. I'm saying for an 0-2 pitch, that's exactly where you want it.
Good pitch.
Sanders was like,
I'm sure
no.
the Comets saw some good pitchers in Tennessee, and Gottlieb's right up there with those pitchers. Alicia Fox is right up there with those pitchers. She's doing a great job tonight.
And we're going to look at the ball here, make sure these are all brand new balls. All right. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Joe Sander, the junior. Comets need runners. We need a run here. Keep this game alive. Jams around the inside. Joe doesn't bite. 2-2.
Oak Hills wanted it, but that was a ball.
It was a ball,
It was a ball. It's funny to watch the reactions of the people down here when they're doing that. Yep.
Yeah, that's also a ball.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. I think that, the first batter of an inning, getting that runner on is big, and you got 3-2. Sanders battled back from a 1-2 count. She's at 3-2. Gottlieb against Sander here. Big start to the bottom of the 7th.
Bites on that one. This one's foul, and it's going to drop. No one can get there. Wow, that's interesting. I was going to say, Lockwood, the catcher, had no idea where it was. She didn't make a play on it. I don't think you're going to get that one from the pitcher's mound. Third baseman had the best chance to get it.
That was still a little too far. That was the catcher's ball for sure.
She just didn't recognize where it was.
Well, that's not easy back here. It's not easy to hunt behind the plate, and it's not easy to catch when those balls are coming in there fast and getting fouled off.
He fouls it back. Here's a good battle.
All right, that's the 7th pitch, right? You have 3-2 and then 2 foul balls.
Quality at bat for Joe Sander, the junior. 3-2. Comets need a runner here. She's watching ground ball, yep. And the Highlanders able to make that play pretty easily.
Yeah, good at bat by Sander. We talked about that QAB stat, you know, that quality of bat, and seeing pitches and taking the pitcher deep. You know, that's a quality of bat. She put the ball in play.
Nikki Bodie at short making a nice play there. And that's going to bring up Avery Blinn.
Avery had a couple key hits last year to get. Nikki Bodie's going to make these plays just about every time. That's good defense again. We've just seen it all night.
Of course it is. Yeah, great defense. She's able to make that play, make the run, or make the throw rather. Gets the runner out at first, and Aaliyah Hensley, the Comets' last chance for anything here to keep this game alive. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. She's able to get that one down right at the pitcher, and that's the game. Yep, Highlanders win 1-0.
Good play by Avery Gottlieb there at first. So, Eric, this was a solid game. I don't know that you can really pick a lot apart in here. We talked about some minor nuances throughout the game of things maybe they could fix, but these two teams came out great pitching and great defense. Weren't a lot of strikeouts, so the batters were putting the ball in play as well. And it's just impressive to see this early in the season. These two teams will be competing against each other all year.
For sure. I mean, you know, the 6th inning, Comets had a chance there, right? Just not able to get it around, and that's kind of the game. So both teams looking strong here to start. I think both of them are going to be around here at the end of the season. So I wanted to thank all the camera crew and the production crew. Thank the coaches from both sides of the players. This was a great game. Beautiful day here. The Comets lose their home opener here at Mason Stadium on the brand new turf, but I think based on what we're seeing, they're going to have a great season.
Yeah, so they'll win a lot of games. Mason drops to 1-3, 0-1 in the conference, and the Highlanders go to 4-0, 2-0 in the conference. And again, these teams are going to battle all the way through the season. That next game should be another classic matchup, and you're looking for good softball if you're one of the fans of either of these teams.
You got it. All right, so once again, for Dave Buffenbarger, I'm Eric Bishop. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. We'll see you here later in the season. Go Comets.